So there's been this online discourse about why black people aren't out there protesting more, ain't out there on the front lines more, and saying that this isn't our fight. Some of my mutuals are into it and they beefing with each other. But I'm gonna try to explain to those people who don't know and don't understand why black people ain't out there. I'm gonna explain to y'all, and I'm gonna try to do it quickly because I want to do a longer form, but that'll be on a different platform. So here we go. I was born in '86, right? Throughout the '90s and the 2000s, one of the things that kept being said about black people is, they need to build up their communities. Why don't they build up their own neighborhoods? Why don't they own their own businesses? Why ain't they doing all this stuff? They commit the most crimes. They're the main ones on welfare and all this other stuff. And they're the main ones with affirmative action and DEI and all this other stuff. And we believed all the stuff and negative stuff that they were saying about us, our community, and our culture, right? Right. Now, fast forward to where we are now, where a lot of us are doing our research on this stuff and realize a lot of the stuff that they were saying about us was just straight up lies. We don't commit the most crimes in this country. We're not the main ones who benefit from welfare programs. We're not the main ones who benefit from DEI and affirmative action. And regardless of anything that has ever been said against us, we still find time to laugh, smile, build up, take care of our families, and do all of that stuff. And we're learning that all that stuff that they said about us was lies. We also learned that a lot of the stuff that our ancestors fought for, the people who do benefit the most from that stuff, are the ones who will talk trash about our community and about our culture and don't even understand it. And now we're feeling offended because you guys are benefiting from the stuff that our ancestors fought for, but yet are the same ones talking some of the most trash about us. And y'all want to wonder why we're not fighting? We fought for y'all back in November 2024. We fought for y'all. Y'all didn't fight for y'all because it was a hectic time during that election. And that election showed black people one thing, that we are more on accord than y'all have been leading us to believe. Even black women, y'all had black women thinking that white women were going to stand by their side more than black men until them election results came in and we realized like we actually are more together than apart. And, of course, we can blame it on a couple of loudmouths with a podcast, Mike, but it is what it is. So we're looking at it like, nah, y'all got yourselves into this mess. What we're going to do is build our community like y'all been saying we need to do, and y'all can go deal with this. In fact, don't ask where the black people are at. Why don't you go ask all them random TikTokers who suddenly got political and told y'all not to doggone vote or try to vote for a third party, that as soon as the election results came in, all of a sudden, they don't talk about politics no more. Ask them to go help you. Don't ask us. That's the reason why. So just in case you need to know, that's the reason.
Oh yeah guys, welcome back to Eve's Diary. White Americans are increasingly asking a pressing question, that why are black Americans silent and not joining the protest? So guys, in this video we are here to unpack the deeper historical, social and political reasons behind that silence and why it may not be silence at all but a conscious choice. Guys, from generations of broken promises to selective allyship, black Americans have learned hard lessons about who shows up when it really matters. While others demand solidarity, many refuse to acknowledge the long history of black struggle, exclusion, and self-preservation. So this commentary challenges the narrative that black Americans owe anyone their voices, bodies, or energy. So, is this silence a form of protest itself? Or is it survival? Or is it a refusal to be used in movements that never fully include black people once the cameras are off? Kindly watch till the end for a raw and apologetic breakdown that mainstream media won't touch. Join the conversation in the comments respectfully. We'd encourage all comments. Thank you. Let's get into the video. I'll be back.
Just a reminder that this wouldn't be happening if everybody wasn't so nonchalant about black people being killed by law enforcement all the time. You let it be okay because, they must have done... Yeah, exactly. Turning a blind eye to it until it escalates to where it's at now. And that's not an exaggeration. And yes, I'm making it about that because they're fucking connected. So maybe if you weren't so fucking anti-black for so long and you actually pointed out that it was wrong before, we wouldn't be in this position where that shit's happening so nonchalantly now. But people are anti-black as fuck, so that's what it is. And here we are. Now what? This is 100% true, by the way. Nothing I'm saying is exaggeration. You need to fucking hear it. Be okay with that shit. If you weren't so anti-black, when black people have been getting shot by law enforcement, if that's what you want to call it, for all this time, wouldn't be having so much shock and all now because it wouldn't have got this far. But because you allowed that and you believed that law enforcement has the right, all that bootlegging bullshit you believed about black people getting shot in the streets, probably wouldn't be in this position in the first fucking place. But here the fuck we are. Congratulations, America. Your anti-blackness is getting you exactly what the fuck it costs.
Do not go out there. Hold the line. This is not our fight. Okay? Tell your children not to go out there. You don't go out there. Tell your aunts and your uncles, do not go out there. Your friends, do not go out there. I'm going to tell you right now that they have tried to bring us out of this, our quiet protest, since inception of this new administration. Okay? They tried when they canceled the Equal Employment Opportunity Act. We didn't go out there, hold the line. They tried it when they ended the DEI. We didn't go out there, hold the line. They tried it when they allowed the departments not to celebrate. They had a choice to celebrate or not to celebrate Black History Month, hold the line. They tried it with when they threatened schools to hold funding if they taught Black history. We're not going out there. Our protest is not outside, okay? They tried it when he signed orders for school choice, knowing that it's going to affect our children the most in the inner city. They tried it. We're not going out there. They tried it when they released January 6th insurrectionists, knowing that there are African American men in jail right now for lesser crimes who's still sitting there. We're not going out there. They tried it when they fired the Black Joint Chiefs of Staff, knowing that he was fully able and capable of running that position. We're not going out there. Now they're trying it, and they're dangling this carrot. They're trying it by saying they're going to release or trying to release Derek Chauvin, the guy, the cop, okay, who unalived George Floyd. They're dangling that at this point. We're not going out there. It's not our fight. This is not our protest. Our protest is quiet. Our protest is hitting companies in the pocket. That's our protest. As a content creator, I want to join other content creators and letting you guys know, the community, do not go out there. And not need for you to pass it along. I need for you to repost if you can, by letting everyone know we're not going out there, okay? The people that are physically out there protesting are the ones who's supposed to be out there protesting. They're supposed to be protesting. It's their turn, right? So we're going to leave it at that. I want to make sure that everyone that can get this message and other content creators, their message, please repost, share, okay? What we need to do as a community is get together with our families and figure out how we're going to survive the next 4 years, okay? That's what we need to do. What are we going to do? What's our backup plan? That's what we need to be discussing, because right now we're quiet, we're eating popcorn, we're drinking tea, we're sitting, we're listening, we're actively engaging in listening, but we're not going out there physically. We're not doing it. Don't send your kids out there. Don't do it. That's what they're waiting for, okay? Have a great day, and peace.
Oh yeah guys, so lately a lot of white Americans are asking the same question. Why are black Americans silent? Why aren't they protesting? Why aren't they helping? And on the surface, it sounds like a fair question, but when you look deeper, it reveals something much bigger, because what many people are calling silence is actually a decision. First of all, Black Americans, they are not silent. They are just not performing outrage on demand. Black Americans have protested for centuries. They protested slavery. They protested Jim Crow. They protested segregation. They protested police brutality. They protested mass incarceration, and they also protested voter suppression. And every single time, the response was the same. Now is not the right time. Yeah, be peaceful. Wait your turn. You are asking for too much. So, guys, now, when others are shocked that Black Americans aren't rushing to the front lines again, the real questions become, why is Black pain only acknowledged when it's useful to others? Black Americans have learned something the hard way, that solidarity is often temporary, but consequences are permanent. You know, when protests die down, when media attention moves on, when laws are written behind closed doors, Black Americans are usually left holding the bag. They are blamed, they are targeted, they are criminalized and forgotten. So when people ask why won't Black Americans help, what they are really asking is, why won't you put yourselves at risk again for a system that has never protected you? So this is not apathy. This is not ignorance, and it definitely is not cowardice. It's survival. Black Americans understand that protesting often comes with real costs. They understand that protesting comes with lost jobs, police violence, surveillance, prison time, death. Yes, and too often, the same people demanding Black participation today were silent when Black Americans needed support yesterday. You cannot ignore someone's struggle for decades and then you expect instantly loyalty when you are uncomfortable. Sometimes silence is wisdom. Sometimes silence is protection. And sometimes silence is the loudest message of all. That Black Americans are choosing to observe. Black Americans are choosing to analyze, to protect their communities, and to stop being used as moral shields for causes that don't fully include them. So this is not abandonment. This is boundary setting. Yes. So if you are wondering why Black Americans are not protesting alongside you, ask yourself this. Where were you when they were protesting alone? Where were you when they were being demonized? Where were you when they warned you what was coming? Yes? Because silence does not mean ignorance. It means lessons were learned. And this time, Black Americans are choosing themselves. Yeah, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of the video. This video is meant for educational purposes and also for commentary purposes as well. Kindly give this video a like, share the video widely for it to get to a wider audience, and also subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss on the next one. Thank you. Be blessed. Peace be with you. Until the next time, always stay tuned.